It's our 7:15 second date update. Let's see if we can make this happen for Kurt, or as he would say, let's try to fix this.
Yeah.
Because he has not heard back from his date since he went to Carrabbas with Marissa.
Yeah, and you asked him about if there was any topics that came up over dinner, and he's like, no, I don't think we talked about anything weird. And I was like, did you pay for the meal? Did you open up the car door? You know, those simple things. He's like, yeah. He's like, we really hit it off. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. He's like, I really thought we were going back out again. So.
All right. So we are going to try to call Marissa and see if we can get her on the phone.
Hello?
Hey, is this Marissa?
It is.
Hey, Marissa, good morning to you. This is going to sound very random, but this is actually JR, Lana, and Kevin over here at 99.5 QIK. How you doing?
I'm fine. What's this in regard to?
Yeah, this is actually in regard to a date you went on, which I know sounds even more random. We wanted to see if we could talk to you on the air for a couple of minutes, actually, about this guy who is, I got to say, really, really into you. Just a couple questions. Just take up like 5 minutes of your time.
Yeah, as long as it's quick.
All right,
okay.
We'll be as quick as possible. We're calling about a guy named Kurt. I guess you guys met online. You guys went to Carrabbas for a great date. He picked you up. He said that everything went well on your guys' date as far as like what you talked about, you guys' attraction to each other, and then he took you home, dropped you off, and that's really the last he's heard from you, and he's really confused on what's going on. So what is the deal?
Yeah, I remember Curb, and no, absolutely not. I would never go on a date with him ever again. He's like the rudest person I potentially have ever met.
Oh my gosh, I didn't get that at all. What happened on the date?
Yeah, why is he rude?
Well, so he picked me up, which was fine. We had a great date, but it was when he dropped me off. So I have this like sweet neighbor. She's like in her 70s. Like she's just like the cutest old lady ever, whatever. So as he's dropping me off, she was like outside her house, and she came up to us, and she was like, her car ran out of gas. She's older, she's forgetful, whatever, and she needed somebody to take her to the gas station to like get her some gas. And he immediately like looked at her, and he's like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I have to work early. And he just like ignored her and like took off. And it was just like, I literally couldn't even believe like that kind of behavior. And I freaking ended up taking her. And the craziest part about all this is the stupid gas station was like 3 blocks away. Like it wouldn't even have taken him 5-10 minutes max.
So your neighbor, who's in her 70s, walks up to you guys as you're standing outside and getting dropped off, I'm assuming with a gas can, and needing a ride to the gas station, and Kurt goes, nope, not me, gotta go, basically?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
It was so rude.
Okay. We do have him on the other line, Marissa, and I want to bring him back on for a second. Kurt.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What are we doing? We're not helping out, our elders here?
Oh, come on. That makes me the worst person ever. It's not my responsibility to help every person who comes along. That car's fairly new. I have to work the next day. Like, she can spill gas in my car. She took care of it. She's the neighbor. I don't even know this lady. I barely know her. I don't think it's my responsibility.
So that's so that's exactly what I'm saying. Is like, this is very indicative of like, you're not a very kind person. Like, a kind person would have just like helped this little old lady who was literally harmless. Like, what else could she do to you? Like, give me a break. That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't think it's my responsibility to just like help your neighbor. She's your neighbor. You have a car. You took care of it. Like, I don't understand how that's my thing.
Well, what if this was your grandmother and like somebody did that to her? Like, you're just like so selfish. Like, you're not even.
So I'm supposed to think that everybody like is my grandmother. Like, every person who comes along, I'm supposed to help them like it's my grandmother. I don't think that's reasonable. Let's look at it this way. Like, imagine the roles are reversed. Are you gonna middle of the night? You're gonna pick up some old man and take him to the gas station? Like somebody you don't know. You're gonna let them in your car? It just doesn't make any sense.
But you're a guy. This was a harmless old woman. Those are not like that's not. You're comparing apples and oranges. Like that doesn't make.
Who knows?
Sense.
Who knows who's harmless these days? You see all these things that are happening. You know, like just because she's a little woman doesn't mean she couldn't, stab me or shoot me or start my car on fire.
Well, if you're scared of a little old woman, again, I feel like I learned a lot about you after we had this date, after you dropped me off. So glad you dropped me off.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, very interesting.
All right, so is this going to be a deal breaker for you, Marissa? Because I don't think you guys are going to ever agree on the fact that he should or should not have taken her to the gas station. But you did say you had a good date. So would there be any way to look past this, Marissa?
No, not at all. Like, it is a bummer. It was a great date. I thought he was a good guy. But you know what? Sometimes people reveal their true colors. And I've seen them now. So,
all right.
no, thank you.
Well,
But your neighbor did get some gas, though, right?
Yeah, is she okay?
She all right?
Yes, I took her.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Good.
Mother Teresa over here.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right, Kurt. Well, thanks for your time. Thank you for your coming on with us as well, Marissa. You guys have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, as much as it could be an inconvenience, that is like the perfect time right there to show what a gentleman you are.
Yes.
I mean, I think he looked at that situation really wrong. I mean, even if he didn't feel like doing it, which I think you should definitely help someone, especially if they're in their 70s and, a woman who needs gas.
Absolutely.
Put that aside, that
he messed
it
up
could have been a
big
great way
time.
to show you what a great guy you are. And he went completely the opposite direction.
And I think that's exactly what she was saying. She learned about him more about him after the date than she did on the date. So,
well, maybe people will have Kurt's back, though, too. Let's hear it. 800-992-1099, 800-992-1099.